Yellow just walking in the house in my road, gotta make her put it on. She don't like wearing clothes, just left Concord, North Carolina. I was licking on booty and a whole lot of vagina. Eat a boozer with some ice cream, she'll remember you. Ice Cube make it chip, shiver like the winter do.
See me with the crew, I done get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move, make a move.
What up, y'all? Snade Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador. Another Rikers Island story. And these are facts. And this is about the time, once again, while I was in Rikers Island. I can only speak about C-74 adolescent because that's the only time I was there. That's the only building I've been in. The only other two buildings I've been in was OBCC and BMCC when I went to the box. But speaking as far as the gang culture that I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows the Bloods had the highest numbers. But in my opinion, from what I've seen and experienced, no head given, just keeping it real, because I'm not a liar, you feel me? And I'm not a D-rider of anyone, you know what I'm saying? If anything, I'm on my own D, and your girl, and your mother. But listen, the Bloods had the highest numbers, but the Trinitarios, Patia, Trini, those Dominicans were the most dangerous gang in C-74 adolescent Rikers Island at that time, you know what I'm saying? And the reasons why is this. A lot of these dudes is locked up for real violent things and things more like a lot of like stabbings and like things like that. Like I remember I almost got into it with a Trinitario dude who was locked up for literally cutting somebody's arm off with a machete in the middle of the street. And the reason why I give them props, I give more props to people who use the blade and the sword more than the gun, is because with a gun, you could be across the street and shoot. You might hit your target, but come on now. Niggas ain't certified shooters. A lot of them shooting from the side, you know what I'm saying? You can hit an innocent bystander. You know what I'm saying? Like you could hit a woman, a child, an old person, people who got nothing to do with nothing, you know what I'm saying? You could shoot up the window of a business, you know what I'm saying? Like in 2012, when my son was about 6 months old, some dudes from Mitchell's got into a shootout with some other dudes from who I didn't even know about. And they were shooting from across the street from my building at their rivals, which was walking on the side of our building, okay? They almost hit my son who was out there, and they almost hit me. You know what I'm saying? And if you ask me, that's the most cowardly thing you could do. It's hands, or it's the blade, you know what I'm saying? That's the most respectful, I mean, not most respectful, but that's what I can respect the most, you feel me? Like, I got more respect for somebody swinging that blade and that sword than a shooter, you know what I'm saying? So like the Trinitario dudes, they was like more known for that, you know what I mean? And they was popping out the woodwork with some crazy looking weapons that I seen. Like y'all remember, I got a story where I spoke about I was in a crib and the Trinitario dude chased the two cribs down, you know, like the crib had the crib and his man, he was like bugging them for like 2 days straight. And he chased them all around the day room and down the corridor with a piece of radiator, like pulled it out the woodwork, just up the thing on him, you know what I'm saying? I've seen them pull out more weapons. Than any other gang. Like I've seen it. Like they're more dangerous because they have the ambition. They had the ambition at that time to be more revered and more respected than the Bloods. You know what I'm saying? So they was really doing their thing. And I'm somebody who didn't realize I was about to be going to war with them for a couple months, but I was. You know, luckily, you know what I'm saying, like fate was on my side and nobody like upped the thing on me, and there was only fisticuffs, Merry Fistmas, you feel me? But I seen it, like they was deadly. And it's because they numbers was low, you know what I'm saying? And I just was watching them. And when I'm thinking about it, they was really deadly, you feel me? Like, and they moved strategically. They moved strategically to survive, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't act like necessarily docile, but they would be calm. They'd be calm when they was outnumbered, right? Or if it was only one or two of them. But if 4 or more of them ended up in the same house, it would be a coup. It would be a coup de grace finishing move, and they would up the ante and try to take over the crib, man. And it'd be like a hostile takeover. This happened often. And also, quite a few of them was big ass niggas. Like, I'm not even about to lie, you know what I'm saying? Like, quite a few of them. Like, the first one I got into it with when I was in 5 Main, he was a big dude. You know what I'm saying? And then when I ended up squashing it, that was with a big dude, you know what I'm saying, who came to one lower. Big dude from Valentine in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to ain't cause no serious harm to none of them, to where they felt like they needed to cause some serious harm to me. But they was really out here. Like, I cannot lie. And hey, listen, to my brothers in black gangs, the Trinitarios was showing way more love to their own people than y'all was. At least in the Ford building, man. I'm telling you, man, there isn't more self-hate in any gangs than there is in black gangs for some reason. Even though somebody's gonna watch this and go in the comments like every gang does that. I'm telling you, I seen it with my own eyes. It's more prevalent with black gangs. You feel some type of way, eat an eggplant. It's as simple as that, boy. Simple as that, man. So at least if you're gonna be a leader in a black gang, don't hurt your brother, help your brother, man. Period, you know what I'm saying? Another thing. Listen, my Spanish dudes might feel some type of way, but here's the real. On average, black dudes fight better than the Spanish dudes. And that fact, and on top of them being outnumbered, the Trinitarios, right? At the time when I was there, can't speak on it now, because like I said, people have been saying the Trinitarios run Rikers Island now, and they got the biggest numbers, you know what I'm saying? But they was just deadly in the fact that they would almost expect to not be able to win a fight against certain, you know what I'm saying, black dudes, so they up in that steel. Simple as that, man. And it's like, hands don't be still all the time. Hands don't be still, you know? If you see a fist, it's less scary than seeing a big ass piece of radiator, you know what I'm saying? Or a scalpel or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, and these are just facts. So that makes them more dangerous. Like, for real, it just makes them more dangerous, and you gotta accept it for what it is, you know? Like, they was putting it in. They really was. Seen a nice little joint walking the store, might bagging, but they was really putting it in. Like, it was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's not to say that none of them had hands, because a lot of them did have hands, but one, they was outnumbered by us, right? And when I say us, I mean black people. They was outnumbered by us. And, you know, the hand-to-hand combat was just at a higher level on average. But, needless to say, they was still putting it in, you know what I'm saying? I watched them. I watched, you know what I'm saying? They moved real strategic. They showed each other love. And they helped bring each other up, you know what I'm saying? And they took their rules serious. Comparisons between them and Latin Kings, since I'm thinking about it right now, Latin Kings got along more with the Bloods. Even though, you know, everybody had static with each other at one point or another all the time. But on average, you know, you would see Bloods and Latin Kings like doing stuff more, you know what I'm saying? On average. Because what, Latin Kings are mostly Puerto Rican rather than Dominican, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't, you know, they just was, You know, like you'll see them congregating more. Like, but first of all, this is the Ford building, so it's more separatism when you go OT and it's older people. It's more separatism. But to keep it real, C-74 at the time, you know, like, see, I was gonna say all gangs crossed each other in some way or fashion, but here we go again. It's the black gangs, you know what I'm saying? I seen Bloods cross other Bloods, Crips cross other Crips, you know what I'm saying? But I seen Bloods side with Crips against other Bloods, Crips side with Bloods against other Crips. I seen that, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I don't too much remember seeing Spanish gangs cross each other, man. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. I say black people, we need to just let the gangs go and love each other, man. But if y'all want to be idiots, then just be idiots. I'm going to keep spreading that positivity, though, man. Like shit, comment, subscribe, man. Peace.